about his 3 amigos, and he's just a great guy. Has more props than I think I've ever seen a comic in my entire life. And I think this is much more than when I first saw this show. So, look, laughter, you can't get away without it. It's the best medicine. So, I give you... God knows what I give you. All right, Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to let you know, one of the reasons that I'm here, one of the big reasons are that I want everyone to take their masks off to mental health conditions, mental health issues, mental illness, and mental health challenges. The reason we're here, not the only reason, we have a major problem in this world called stigma, discrimination, and oppression, and I've had it, and I'm trying to do something about it. I'll go over from the toolbox, from here all the way to the toolbox, and tell you my story, and go over a lot of different things. But the most important thing is the stigma and discrimination has to end, and I'm trying to do something about it. Because if we can walk out there and we have basically a broken arm, that's not a problem. But if we have a broken brain, it's different, and it shouldn't be that way. So that's just a little bit about me on that end, and I'll go into more stuff. My first name is Bip. I changed it. I live in Rockland County, New York. I changed it 17 years ago. You gotta help me on this, everyone. My first name is Bip. My last name was changed to Olar, so it's Bip Olar, which means I used to have. Thank you. Excellent, excellent. My name used to be Bip Olar because I used to have a label, and I don't have a label anymore. But I used to be very sick. It doesn't look like it, but I used to be very sick. And that's why I used to call myself bipolar or bipolar. But the most amazing thing is that I also used to put myself down all the time with this bipolar stuff. So now I'm not that. And I'm going to get to the back here. This is the bad part over here, but the good part is over here that I'm going to talk to you about. I'm bipolar no longer. But here's an amazing thing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be throwing some stuff in the audience, so please, and I want you to help me. Well, because one of the side effects is dry mouth. I'm going to help me because I just partnered. You ever hear of Wrigley's? You ever know about the Cubs? Anybody like the Cubs? Yeah? That's it? All right. The point is, I just partnered with Wrigley's. You've heard of Wrigley's before, right? They make basically double mint gum, but I just partnered with them, and I just created the most amazing thing, bipolar mint gum. Yes, it's going out of the system. Bipolar mint gum. I have some samples for you. Hold on. No, I'm not gonna hurt you. Here, I got some samples for you. Beware of what I'm doing right now. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm just trying. Here you go. I got back in the back there, and I got more back there. All right. Now remember, I have more later that you can get. Okay. So let me explain something. Bipolar mint gum is amazing. Now, what it's about is, now you too can have the taste and the feel of having bipolar. But don't worry, each stick comes with free hospitalization, ECT treatments, and permission to run around naked in your local shopping mall. I did that 3 times. So show up, everybody. Show up. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no such thing as bipolar mint gum. There's no such thing as schizophrenia mint gum, or general anxiety mint gum, or borderline personality mint gum, or suicide mint gum, or addiction mint gum. But gum represents education and awareness with a twist of humor. And that's what's very important. So you're going to see a lot of humor built in here, because that is one of my biggest wellness tools that got me better. There's many other things I did as well, which I'll go over. But there is no such thing, so if you have the gum and you're chewing it, and you think you're going to get bipolar, you're not going to, okay? God almighty. But schizophrenia mint gum is coming out next week, so I just want to let you know. So let me explain. What is this all about, Michael? A Jewish man wearing a sombrero. What is that about? Well, let me explain. First of all, I want to ask a question in the audience. Very important. How many people either have or know of someone that has some type of mental health condition? It's like every single person. Wow. I used to do it. I do something at the Rotary. I get 80%. Here I get 100%. It's amazing. But let me explain what I'm talking about. What is this 3 amigos of mental health? What it's about is, you are one of these amigos. And what amigo is, the first amigo is someone that doesn't have a mental health disorder, or doesn't have a mental illness, or doesn't have a mental health condition. I say to them, congratulations and mazel tov, good for you. But the problem with some of the people that don't have a mental health condition is the reason we have a stigma, or the reason we have a discrimination. So they need to take the gum that represents education and awareness. And why is that, ladies and gentlemen? Because they have more of an understanding what it's like to have a mental health condition. Then they can be more giving, caring, loving to their friends and family that are suffering. And that's what I'm trying to do. It's for anyone, even people in here. I do not have a mental health condition any longer. But, you know, oh, you're going to say I'm crazy. Okay, I get it. But the point is, I don't. And I'm going to get to the good part in a little while after you're done making fun of me. The point is, the first amigo is someone that does not have a mental health condition. Congratulations. The second amigo of mental health is someone that has a mental health condition, but they're not coming out of the closet. And I'm talking mental health closet, ladies and gentlemen. The point is, they're suffering in silence. And there's so many people that are suffering in silence, we don't know. They say 1 out of 4 people have a diagnosis of a mental health condition. I swear it's got to be close to 50% in this world. It has to be. Trump has to have something going on with him. There's not even a question about that. I swear I wasn't going to bring him up today. Damn it. But the point is, the second amigo is someone that is suffering in silence, and it's not just the youth. We have the college and the high school and even the middle school that are suffering, and I want to be someone to help them. I want to help them, support them, and do what I can to make it cool to talk about mental health, and talk about mental health conditions and mental health challenges, because that's what we need. And we need a spin of a little humor to make it fun. So that's the second amigo. They're saying, what's the third amigo? The third amigo of mental health is someone that suffers. I used to be a third amigo. I suffered for 17 years. It might not look that way, but I did, and I'll explain in a second. So it's somebody that has a mental health condition or a mental health challenge that's really bad. And those are someone, so you have stigma for the first amigo, you got stigma and discrimination on the second amigo, and you got self-stigma on the third amigo that's suffering. So that's really what the three amigos, it'll be, and I will definitely do this later, and you have to try to get it right. So I'm going to explain it again. Now, this is something that I want to play for you right now. I just want to show you, look at me right now. I'm hot, I'm single, just throwing it out there. I have a purple shirt, purple tie. I'm incredibly, unbelievably well. I am doing great. But I want to play you something. And I want you to just take the 2 seconds, and here it goes, right now. And I want you to help me and tell me what you hear and what you see from this.
Well, listen. I just saw my favorite movie again, Mrs. Doubtfire. Because sometimes I feel that way, that if I can't get a job or deal with things sometimes better, I will lose my kids. It is now Saturday, October 13th. It's not a good day. Trying hard. I'm very lonely.
Ladies and gentlemen, what do you hear in this voiceover? Tell me, I want to hear. What do you hear? Sadness. What else? Going to lose his kids. He's mentioning Mrs. Doubtfire, losing his kids. I don't deserve the kids. He says, so sad, so depressed. Do you know who that is? Yep. That's me. I taped myself 4 years, almost to the day, when I was in, as I show here, the cave of hell. That is the cave of hell, ladies and gentlemen. I've been there. It might not look like it now, but I do not forget, but I do not dwell on what happened in the past. The point is, I had so many times that I was doing well, unbelievably well, and then all of a sudden, ticking time bomb would go off. I don't know if anyone in this audience can relate. I'm sure there are many that can. Because it's such an unbelievable, terrible disease. Whether it's depression, bipolar, schizophrenia, it doesn't make a difference what it is. It's a problem, and as long as you work on getting better and staying better, then that's what it's all about. And I will show the good part at the end, how I finally, after 17 years, got better. And yes, I suffered in my high school years. I suffered in my college. I was a second amigo. I didn't go to parties. I'm a social butterfly. Look at me, I got a personality that's unbelievable. Without an ego. So the point is, so what are you going to do? What do we deal with? Can you relate to this? What do you have? Isolation? Everyone had any isolations in their times? Anybody? This is the place you can put your hand up, okay? I'm at a Rotary right now. Have you ever had like you beating yourself up? Beat myself up all the time. What else do you do besides isolation? You're so angry. Negative thoughts. There's so many things that are going. You feel worthless. These are all the things. Yes, there's so many things that we go through. There's so many things I can't even tell you. Confusion, concentration, you don't sleep. I used to call it non-functioning depression. Do you know what that is? That's when you lay in your bed, you put the covers over your head, you don't shower, you don't shave, you don't drink, you don't answer the phone, you have no interest to do anything. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been there. And you know what? It's the worst feeling in the world. The worst feeling in the world. So I know people's pain. So when I do my workshop presentations for young and old, it doesn't matter. I want to relate to them. I want to show them that they can get better. And you will get better, and you can stay better. I'm the proof of that. And most important, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not making fun of you and your mental health condition. I'm having fun with mine. And if you want to join in with me with your own recovery and you use that as a wellness tool, be my guest, because laughter, as you'll find out when I get to the end, is so important. So I'm making a cough, it's so important. But here, the other thing, though, I want to explain, so there's many, many things. Now, everyone talks about bipolar. Anybody here bipolar? Right? Anybody bipolar? Right? Anyone bipolar? Well, I've been bipolar, and I'm going to tell you something. Everyone says that having bipolar is really bad. I mean, I hear it all the time. But I'm going to tell you something. Since I've had bipolar, it's been great. I focus really well. Really well. I'm really creative. I am really creative. And I have an incredible and long sex drive. Really, I have an incredible and long sex drive. I really do. Yeah, I have to drive 60 miles to see my girlfriend. I knew that would get you easy. But again, I'm not making fun of you and your mental health condition. I'm having fun with mine. So come aboard if you want. Now, you got to understand something. How many people in the audience have been married? Married? Okay. I was married, but not anymore. Okay? I married the reincarnation of Linda Blair. I don't know if you know that. I got the head spins and the pea soup in the face every night. A very, very unloving woman. Okay? And I used to call her my ex. I say, she's not my ex. She said, well, don't you have an ex? Did you get married? Yeah. Did you get divorced? Yeah. So you must have an ex. I said, no. They said, what do you have? I said, I have a Y. I said, why the hell did I wait so long? Screw the ex. I tried. Okay, enough of my ex-wife or my Y, whatever you want to call it. The most important thing is, people that are married here, you've been married, right? Marriage is an amazing institution. It is. To me, let me hear everyone's hand. Marriage is an amazing institution. You can't get better. Marriage institution. But my marriage made me go into an institution. And I got the toiletry bags to prove it from the hospital. God. She would be like, she's like the woman from Big Bang Theory. So where you going? Where you going? I hate you. You're right. That was my ex-wife, okay? Or my Y, whatever. The point I'm trying to make is, I've been to 6 hospitalizations in the last 10 years. Am I proud of it? Of course not. I will tell you the last one, I will be proud, but right now I've been in the hospital 6 different times in 10 years. So they opened up a frequent flyer program just for me. I get my own deluxe suite. I get 3 sponge baths a day, and I get my free 40 years of emotional baggage. Amazing. I wonder when the next flight is. Of course, I've been in the hospital many different times. The problem is, they stabilize you, you get well, and then all of a sudden, what's the thing? The ticking time bomb goes off. I didn't get to even the neon sign. I didn't get to that yet. The neon sign represents it doesn't go away. You go to sleep, say, God, please, let me wake up in the morning without having depression. You wake up in the morning, you have depression. It doesn't go away. It's like a diner. 24/7, people. This is the reason why I use props. It makes it so much better for you to understand what I'm trying to say by visuals. It's like a diner, open 24/7, ladies and gentlemen, and I was very, very sick for a long time. So that was a marriage. You got the frequent flyer program. We did all that already. But the most important thing is, when did I come out of the closet, basically, to get help? It was in 1999, 17 years ago. I didn't do it when I was in college. I didn't do it in high school. This is what I did. And, and also in the audience here, I just want to ask you, how many people have ever been on any type of dating sites? Anybody on a dating site? What, 4 people? What, are you kidding me? Come on, you're afraid to, we had STIGMA? I mean, if your husband's if your husband's right next to you, I can understand. Don't say anything. Don't be an idiot. But do you ever hear of Match.com? Come on. I'm not gonna. Well, they have something now that's called MatchMD.com for people that have mental disorders. It's really amazing. It's really amazing. So when you go on the site, you usually find a blonde woman with blue eyes and likes to dance. The one I found, she pees a lot, has mood swing problems, and anger management issues. You know what? I'm in love. And to prove it, we're going unsteady. Unsteady, get it? Not steady, unsteady. Oy vey. Okay, once again, I'm not making fun of you and your mental health condition. I am having fun with mine, with my 3 amigos. The most important thing, so what I also talk about is that you're like a couch. You are a couch when you're dealing with your recovery and stuff. What do you need to do? You need to uncover. You need to uncover what's going on with you. Like a couch that's been sit on and spit on and whatever the case. And then after the couch, what do you got to do with that couch? You just went to uncover. Now you've got to recover that couch or your body. And you have to work on your recovery. That's the recovery. Recover. But now, as you can see a little bit, I'm now into discovery. I am now in a different phase because I am so healthy and so well for over 2 years, and I'm going to get to the reasons why in a second, and you're going to take some information home with you. I have lots of information to take and wellness tools and people that have gone through hell that are famous people. And of course, one of my favorite ones, and I'm not going to lie, is definitely Robin Williams. There's not even a question. And I'm doing this because I used to speak about distractions when driving. That was my other passion, to stop people from killing, texting, all that stuff. And then when he killed himself, I said, Michael, you're not going to be like Robin, but you know what? You can be someone that can make a message in mental health, use the humor, use the props, and use, most importantly, the passion. You ever see the movie When Harry Met Sally? Remember that movie? Remember the lunchroom scene? Remember the woman says, I want what she has? Well, I'm not talking about the passion. You can't just buy that. You have to accumulate it with life experiences. And also, sometimes it took such a long time to get well. Now, this represents what I've been on, which I'm not on right now. It's called the triangle. Maybe you guys can relate. You see the psychiatrist, you get your meds, you see the talker. That's what I did for almost 16 years. And the same thing would happen. I'd get better, ticking time run go off, neon sign, cave of hell, non-functioning depression. Oh, go to a hospital, get stabilized, feel a little better, do the triangle, sick again. Sorry about that, I didn't mean it so hard. I wake you up at least. So this would happen a lot with me. So I call it basically the Lay's potato chip syndrome. Now I'm going to ask you right now, how many people in this audience have seen more than one doctor and have tried more than one medicine? How about 2? 3? 3 doctors. 4? 5, 6, 7, 8 doctors and 8 types of medicine. Okay, well, you win the Lay's potato syndrome. That goes for you. Because you know the motto, you can't just have just one psychiatrist, or one type of med, or one kind of talker. Again, I'm not making fun of you and your mental health condition. I'm having fun with mine. And that's what I want to show you. That's what is so important. I did try to take my life. I'm not making this up. But it was kind of like a George Costanza method. If you ever watch Seinfeld, George Costanza always did stupid things. Well, I did. I tried to take my life. But I was trying to do it at the Crisis Center parking lot. I mean, if you're going to do it, that's not where you do it. But I did. And that's where the gloves took in. I'm not going to tell you how I did it, what kind of medicines I'm taking, but it was a cry for help. I didn't want to die. I wanted to be committed. And boy, I definitely got committed because you're not allowed to do the things that I did. But again, what is the goal here, ladies and gentlemen? It's about getting better, feeling better, and staying better. That's the goal. There's so many people that get better, but they get sick again. Right over here. I'm sick of being over here. It's terrible. So at the hospitals, you know, this is what you do in the hospital. This got me better, yeah. I made my own cup called Bipolar, and I got the little doggy. So there's art therapy, man, that saved my life. I'm just kidding. If anyone's been to a hospital, they push that art therapy stuff, but it wasn't really that got me better. We have something called myths. You ever hear this before? They talk about mental health. There's myths. They say that it's contagious. You got bipolar, son.
Thanks.
You can't get it from touching anyone. It doesn't work that way. It's about, it's not contagious. Also, they say it's about weakness. It's not weakness. It's not weakness. It's strength when you go and try to get help. That's strength. It's weakness if you're not going to do anything about your recovery. And it's terrible, and a lot of people are. They say it leads to violence. Don't get me started. The media plays that out so much. Anyone kills someone immediately, oh, mental illness. Give me a break. It can't be all like that. They say you can never get better. You can get better. You will get better. And you will stay better. I've done it. Other people have as well. You can't help someone that's suffering. That's BS. I'm doing it right now. I go over high schools, colleges, other organizations, mental health, because it's important that people understand that I suffered like hell, but I did get better, and I want to help and support others that are suffering. What else? It's uncommon. 26% of people is diagnosed as a mental health condition. It's your fault. It's not your fault. We don't know the reason. It could be, your childhood, the genes. We don't know what it really is. It could be a combination of so many different things. And then they say, I love when people say it's all in your head. It's it. So I'm going to do something right now. This is what it's about, ladies and gentlemen. It's the brain. It's the brain. And it's just like if you're walking down the street and someone has a broken leg, or somebody in your family, like my mom, has cancer, that's okay. That's accepted. But if you go and you walk down the street and you cannot see what's going on with the person inside, with the brain, then we have a major stigma problem. We have a discrimination problem, and that's got to stop. So for you, I have really light foam things, and this is for everybody. I have more later. If you did not get a stress brain, I have plenty over here. I'm not trying to hurt you, but I got a stress brain for you. Of course. What else? Now let's get to the wellness toolbox. This is very important because I'm running out of time. This is one of the reasons why I have gotten better and stayed better. What it is that I do things with my medicine, and now I'm even weaned off some medicine. I'm taking very little. I don't see a social worker anymore. I'm a peer support specialist. I'm actually helping other people in that way. And I see a psychiatrist maybe every 3 months. So I'm not on the total triangle at this time. But what is it that got me better, ladies and gentlemen? Well, you're done playing with the little brain over there. It's all the holistic wellness tools. What are they? I have so many here. You got to take this before you leave. What is it that got me better? Besides humor, yes, the number one thing that got me better. But what else is it? Deep breathing exercises, meditation, not just meditation, creed, prayer, God, Bible, Jesus, whatever, acupuncture. You can get, there's so many things. You can hypnosis. And then reading books like Wayne Dyer. He says things like, I'm not better than you. I'm just better than I used to be. That's so powerful. That's what it's about. Reading books about self-improvement. That's how I got better. That's what it's all about. You know, I had a girlfriend that left me. This is you're going to laugh, but I had a girlfriend that actually left me 6 times in 5 years. It's a Guinness Book of Records, yes. I kept taking it back. 6 times in 5 years. My mom has cancer throughout her whole body. I still do not have a full-time job yet. And I've been, except for the last 2 years, I suffered like you never believe. I suffered with my depression. It was bad. The worst I've ever had. But ladies and gentlemen, what is it called? What was it that made you change there? You're going to have situations. You're going to have circumstances. And you're going to have disappointments. The question is, don't let these things turn into a trigger and you get sick over it. And whether you have a mental health condition or not, it doesn't matter. So those are things I do. Nothing bothers me anymore. I don't take things personally anymore. I don't like what you did over there. I'm just kidding. It's called improv. So, we got into that. We're talking to wellness tool. What else is there? Spiritual life coach, candles, aromatherapy, support groups, yoga. I said acupuncture before. Volunteering, helping others. Spiritual readings. Planting a garden. It doesn't matter. There's so many things that you can do. Art therapy. Inspirational movies. I have unbelievable amount of movies on here that deal with mental health conditions. Take it. Watch them. It's not just Patch Adams. It's not just what I'm going to show you in a second that I'm going to be doing tonight. But that's really what it's all about. Now here, the most important sentence. I hope I have at least 5 minutes.
You got it.
Good, or more. This is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. Do you guys want to live a longer life? Who here wants to live a longer life? Yeah. You're not putting your hand up. Are you crazy?
I can go.
Why do you want humor, laughter, and smiles in your life? First of all, it boosts your immune system. You know how I know? I Google. Endorphins. It lifts your mood, man. It does lift your mood. It reduces your blood pressure. It dulls and kills the pain. It alleviates stress and anxiety. It does. It's a natural beauty enhancer. Look. It produces empathy. It's contagious. Oh, baby, it's contagious that way. With laughter, when you laugh and someone else starts laughing. It's a way to success. It increased productivity. Improved feeling of well-being. But what's the most important reason you should be using humor and laughter and smiles in your life? It helps you live a longer life. So why not do it? Whether you're suffering, even if you are suffering. Yes, there are times I was suffering. I don't want to watch comedy. I don't want to do stand-up comedy. I do stand-up comedy right now. I've been sitting down for way too long. Now I do stand-up. But the most important thing, it's not just the 3 amigos. Now I'll do it again for you. What are the 3 amigos of mental health? But before I get into that for a second and put on my sombrero, look at mental health and look at the word health. I'm so stupid, I didn't even realize this until 2 weeks ago until someone brought it up. Look at the word health. What's the first 4 letters of the word health? Heal. I'm not telling you I'm a heal. I'm telling you that you need to heal. And again, we're going to get into more stuff, but I'm running out of time. What is the 3 amigos of mental health? What's the first amigo? Do you know? It's someone, and don't look. They're looking, they're cheating. Unbelievable. It's someone that is not suffering. You're not suffering with a diagnosis or a mental health condition, but there are people that they're not suffering, and they're ignorant and arrogant, and we need to give them what? The gum. for education and awareness, so they know what it's like and so they can be more understanding and supportive and loving to the friends and family that are suffering. What's the second amigo? Come on. Someone that's suffering in silence. Someone that hasn't come out of the mental health closet. That's really big. We need to do something. We got to get rid of this stigma. This is ridiculous. You walk down the street, say, hi, I have a broken leg. Yeah, I have a broken brain. How you doing? It's the same thing. There's no difference. But our society has something different views on that. And what's the third amigo, ladies and gentlemen? Is someone that is suffering. And I've been there. And I don't want to suffer anymore. And now it's been 2 years since I've been out of the hospital in New York Presbyterian, in White Plains, and I'm telling you, it was my best hospitalization I've ever had. I came up with bipolamin gum. I came up with bipolar while I was in the hospital, ladies and gentlemen. So I've never been this well for this long a period of time in my life. I'm telling you, the wellness tools are so important. There's people here, besides movies, I have people, actors that suffered but had amazing careers. They still can have an amazing life, and so can you. So, my last thing before I say adios, and most importantly, is I want to say that we need, if you know of anyone that I can help, like give me your card, take my card, let me speak and perform at any organization, I will charge. I'm not stupid. But the point is, you let me know, and I can give them even more than 50 minutes or 40 minutes, whatever I got. The point is, I'm here to help and support everyone, all three amigos of mental health. And most importantly, before I say adios, I'm going to say it, and then I'm going to show you something right here. This is what it's all about. This is something I started, I swear to God, 2 weeks ago. You will see him or her tonight at karaoke. And I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm going to do it right now. I came up with an idea. I took Patch Adams and I merged him with Mrs. Doubtfire. And I've been performing and dancing at nursing homes and hospitals within the last 3 weeks because you know what? This is what it's all about. I don't care how old you are or how young you are. I don't care if you have a disability or not, a mental illness or not, chronic illness or not. It doesn't matter who you look like, what you are. You need a quality of life and quantity as well. And we need to get rid of stigma and discrimination. So what I do, I dance and perform. The woman is called Mrs. Staying Alive. And I dance to the Bee Gees song, Staying Alive, because I want people, whether you're sick, in a wheelchair, disabled, without a limb, disabled, have mental illness, chronic illness, it doesn't matter who you are, we all are created equal. I want you to keep learning, I want you to keep moving, I want you to keep dancing, and I want you all to keep staying alive. We'll see you later tonight. But the thing I'll end up for you right now is I will say adios. No. Adios.
Bipolar.
Adios mental health conditions and stigma and discrimination. Thank you. Love you all. Good night.